to our bottom line. Could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let's get that camera straight. Couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait. I'm like, yeah, we got a couple of minutes. I said, you know what? Freak those two couple of minutes. Let's get into it. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. What we're saying right here is Trump. Will there be new names mentioned in the Epstein files? That's right, you guys. Y'all made it. We made it. Friday, November the 14th. Let's get it. What we doing this morning? Time we got a lot of time to kill. Actually, we probably don't. I think the clock is doing that crazy thing again, where the alarm is not gonna go off. So I'm gonna do the bling, 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 and the other side of it if it don't go off right today. All right, I ain't even playing around this morning. Hope everybody's good. At least we got enough time to get a prayer in. Got my water. I hear my audio in the back. I hope you guys can hear me really clearly. Let me turn my mic up a little bit there. Okay, it's Friday, y'all. Hope y'all ready. Who we got in the building this morning? That's right, we got Mark Dorfman. Pray for who's that? Casey Ramos. Okay, Mark Dorfman, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's right, Casey Ramos. Got you, bro. Hope all is good. Who else we got in here? Jay Woods. We got Batty Lynn. We got Valen Easterbrooks. That's a good name right there. Who else we got in the building? Mark Dorfman, Jay Woods, Liberty and Justice. How you doing, Liberty? I know you ready for today, because boy, do I have a good one. Even if the alarm clock don't go off, it's still going to be a banger. I mean, it would be good if he wants to act right, but let's try. I'm ready to go. Let me see. Yep. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh. Let's see. Wind it up. Wind it up. You better act right. Wind it up. Wind it up. Come on now. I know it's got to be 6 o'clock somewhere. Where at? Come on, you ready? We just got to see if he's going to come on point today, because the other day he wasn't charged up. Okay, a little more. Okay. Yeah. Olay. And, yep, still going to do it. Some crazy vibration came on and let me know it was 6 o'clock, but there was no alarm. Okay, I don't care, because we got to open up those pores anyway. I know how my show go. I don't need no watch to do it. Let's keep on moving and open up those pores. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. I know I am. Hope you guys like the suit. You know, we gotta step out and do our thing a little bit sometimes, even though we only doing it for each other. That's right, y'all. Come on, open up those pores. Let's keep on going here. Open them up. And then doom, 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 doom. Little fast. Hey, I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn, listening for the telephone. And when I get your call, I'm all choked up. Can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind you would even talk to me. Because a girl like you is like a dream come true, a real life fantasy. And no matter what your friends try to tell you, we can baby fall in love. And we'll always be together any kind of weather. It's like that, it's like that. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little breath I make, be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little breath I make, we'll be together. I did it. I ain't want to start jumping around and make the neighbors be like, what the hell is going on up there at 6 o'clock in the morning? But I still got to do my thing. Y'all know why, right? Because this if, pump that beat. Friday the 14th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. 5. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Woo! And y'all be wondering why I be breathing so hard. That was a lot of work right there. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning today. We made it, y'all. It's Friday. How everybody doing? I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn, listening for the telephone. And when I get your call, I'm all choked up. Can't believe you called my phone. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind that you would even talk to me. Because a girl like you is like a dream come. Yeah, that was my joint right there. Y'all stop playing. And no matter what your friends try to tell you, that was the joint right there. Who we got up in the building this morning? Like I said, we got Rebecca, Mark Dorfman, Sky is up in here. Who else we got? We got Valen Eastbrook, Mike Holmes, Jay Woods, Rebecca, Lon Yen, Bueno, Jeff Spilker, Sky, Southeast, Lisa, 8888. Okay, Demonetized, how you doing? It's all good, Cassidy, Demonetized. Okay, hope you guys like the song this morning. We about to get it in. You know how we do here. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So without any further ado, all I'm going to tell you guys is let's try to stay on topic, stay on point with all of the content this morning. When I bring these clips on, this way the content will flow fantastic inside of the chat. Yes, give yourself a round of applause. The #1 chat on YouTube. This is our bottom line. #1 show. We run for an hour plus until we're done. And we're going to get into it this morning because we got follow-ups. We got a lot of breaking news. We got a lot of answers that need to be answered and a lot of answers that are going to be answered. So it's time to get into it. Trending topics, current events. It's our bottom line, y'all. Boy, Bugatti NYC. It's Friday. Tomorrow, yes, the Show Your Talent search in Staten Island. Time to wine from 1 to 4. That's where I'm going to be at, and it's going to be live here as well. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Trump. Will there be new names mentioned in the Epstein files? As you know, as of yesterday, that last signature was signed, and that means that they have to push through to get the signatures out. We're going to find out. We got a lot of coverage here when it comes down to the Jeffrey Epstein files. Let's go, you guys. What else do we have here? We got Antonio Brown, who was given a $25,000 bond after being extradited from Dubai. I'd have a smile on my face like that too if I was able to get out after they thought that I was trying to skip and get up out of here. We got the follow-up and much more. Let's keep on going because last but not least, we got the former Newsom's chief of staff. There you go right there. Gavin Newsom. His former chief of staff is accused of theft of campaign funds. And seems like that's a lot of that's been going around because Jasmine Crockett stepped to the front of the stage. She's got some answers that she's got some questions that, she's got some answers to some questions that needs to be answered. They got to keep on moving forward. We got a lot to get into, and I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to stay on topic. Let me know where you're chiming in from because I like to get content from where you're chiming in from as well. Let me know what time it is because in different time zones, yes, there are different times. Without any further ado, we got President Trump, who took a couple of questions and spoke at the same time, where he and his wife, Melania Trump, came in yesterday and was speaking about foster children and a couple of more things. Let's get into his part about it. I really couldn't understand the president's wife, but I had to just skip forward to this part. So sorry.
I think it's very good, especially for someone that speaks 5 languages at least.
I got you.
I think that's pretty amazing. I couldn't do it.
I hear you.
I couldn't do it. Yeah,
I hear you.
well, thank you, Melania. And our country is truly blessed to have this magnificent and very caring First Lady. They love her. Every time I get up and make a speech, they say, "We want our First Lady." I said, "What the hell? I'm not good enough? I'm not..."
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it.
Yeah, sure.
But thank you very much. Great job. And it's great the work you do in so many ways. This afternoon, I'm delighted to sign a historic executive order building on the Fostering the Future initiative to make America's foster care system better, fairer, and more effective than
Good morning,
ever before.
VIP
It's been
auction group. He
effective,
said,
but,
I got five
it's moving in
on
a
it.
very strong
Everybody,
direction.
thanks, VIP.
All of this has been made possible by Melania's incredible devotion to America's youth. Spends a lot of time on it and loves it, and along with our great Usha, you spend so much time, and what a combination. First Lady, Second Lady, what a combination. Thank you. They do a great job, the two of them. They're amazing women. I want to thank Vice President J.D. Vance and Usha, thank you very much. Vice President, stand up, Vice President. And he did a big thing today. He's going to be on television tonight with the legendary Sean Hannity, so everybody has to watch. I'm sure CNN loves this advertisement, but he will be. I heard it was a great interview. And Secretary Scott Bessent. Scott, thank you very much. And extremely non-controversial charitable foundations, as well as so many wonderful young people who have experienced foster care and used their voices to champion needed reforms. And I want to thank everybody for being here. It's an amazing day at the White House. Thank you very much. And right behind me, by the way, in about 2 years from now, we'll use a much bigger room because we had to turn away a lot of people. And it'll be right here. This will be the entrance. That's a knockout panel. It's called a knockout. It looks pretty nice right now.
Okay, we got to keep on moving forward. Thanks for the knockout panel information. I'm going to get a little bit of more information from what you said yesterday when you signed the government to reopen, because it was a 11-minute and 46 seconds commentary. We only got a little bit of it, so I want to make sure that we're getting as much as we can, because we got to keep on getting as much as we can as far as information.
Happy for millions of Americans to suffer. They really did suffer too. And the Democrats admitted, they said, well, no, we finally have a point. Even though people have to suffer, we finally have a point, and that didn't work out too well for them. But they really went out and they could appease the fringe benefits of their far-left base, but that didn't work out because now their far-left base is angrier than ever before. We actually elected a mayor of New York City who happens to be a communist. When was that going to happen? Remember, I said all the time during my campaign, we will never be a socialist country, and that's right. We turned out to have a communist in New York City, and if you look at his views, those are the views of a communist, not a socialist. So this is no way to run a country. I hope we can all agree that the government should never be shut down again, end the filibuster, terminate the filibuster. It'll never happen again. So with my signature, the federal government will now resume normal operations, and my administration and our partners in Congress will continue our work to lower the cost of living, restore public safety, grow our economy, and make America affordable again for all Americans. Again, costs are way down. Energy is way down. Gasoline is at $2.50 a gallon versus $4.70 for the Democrats. And we think we're going to hit pretty close to $2 a gallon. That's like a really massive tax cut. It's the equivalent of that. And speaking of tax cuts, our great, big, beautiful bill is giving everybody in our economy, middle income workers, low income, everybody, the biggest tax cut in the history of our country. And it's no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and very importantly, no tax on overtime. You work overtime, there's no tax. That's among.
This is also some gaggle, I guess we can call it, where at the end of it, commenters were asking questions about the Jeffrey Epstein files, and I got to be honest with you guys, they were saying that he didn't answer the questions, just walked out.
I don't know if you have questions. I think. I think we really have a really great situation. We have a country that we love, and we have a country that's in great shape. As you know, we have now it's over $18 trillion invested in our country by other people and countries. That's a record. There's never been a country that had so much, and that money's going into also building new auto plants, new AI plants, new everything. We've never had a time like this. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hey, Sean Hannity here.
So now if you look at that, you see that they're saying that he did not take questions after that. So that was a big pushback. People got angry and they were like, we wanted to ask him about Epstein. We wanted to ask him this. Keep on moving forward, because now the BBC, let's get into that real quick. Then we're going to swing right back into the Epstein and what they're trying to build up over here. But I got work to do. Let's get over to the BBC, where they apologized to Trump over some misleading information. But they say they will not pay the compensation. Because, of course, I guess they heard our show yesterday where I said, I'm surprised he's not suing. So basically, Trump demands, and he says he vows to forge ahead with a lawsuit. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's go. BBC.
The BBC has formally apologised to Donald Trump after one of their programmes edited a speech he gave in 2024 before the last election.
A major talking point in the US, of course, has been Donald Trump's threat to sue the BBC now after that Panorama program edited up his January the 6th speech, trying to fit him up as encouraging violence that followed down there at those riots at Capitol Hill. Well, here's a reminder of what the BBC put to air.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Now, this sort of egregious editing and misleading media coverage doesn't really surprise a lot of us, but as I put to our US contributor, Kristen Tate, Donald Trump certainly won't be taking this lying down.
Good for him. I mean, this was broadcast 1 week before the 2024 presidential election here in the United States. The BBC did this intentionally. They took out the parts of Trump's speech from January 6th, 2021, where he repeatedly said for his protesters to be peaceful. It's absolutely deceptive editing. This potentially reached tens of millions of people on all of the BBC's various platforms, and they are right to be called out by Trump.
I know one thing. I'm going to call your editor out for being trash when it comes down to audio. Whoever the sound man, he need to go back for school. Why you got mixed the conversation with the music in the background, fool? What's wrong with you? Press the button. Audio mute when it comes to the music. Let the reporters talk. Now, but we got what they really trying to get going on over here. Is basically he's not letting up. He's coming for the dough. And they basically wrong for it. Can't even lie about it. Come on now, you see what they did. Let's keep on moving forward. Back to Washington, because now the Trump organization is working to recover over $1 billion in illegal health care compensation given to illegal immigrants. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Keep it moving.
Is planning to recover over $1 billion in
That's
federal Medicaid money. It says it's benefiting illegal immigrants in blue states. A preliminary audit revealing the areas now in question include California and Illinois. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris joining us. The administration is also claiming some of the illegal immigrants this money is being spent on have violent criminal records. Break down what you know.
So during a preliminary audit by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, it found that during 2024 and 2025, multiple states spent over $1 billion in federal Medicaid funds for illegal immigrant health care, money that the Trump administration now wants back. The center's finding in that recent audit,
how they getting that back? Talking about we want it back. How they getting that $1 billion back? Yeah, I want to hear about this.
California was by far the biggest culprit, spending over $1.3 billion in federal Medicaid dollars on health care for illegal immigrants.
We're actually clawing that money back from those states now.
How?
But the fact that could still happen is very frustrating to all of us.
The other states and district in question you see here. According to CMS, Illinois spent the second most, around $30 million, followed by Oregon, Washington, D.C., and Colorado. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer saying the law prohibits this from happening.
But you know what? You didn't have the verification tools in place to enforce the law. So we put the verification in the Working Families Tax Cut Act, also known as the Big Beautiful Bill.
While federal Medicaid money is supposed to be prohibited from being used for illegal immigrants, it can be used by states for emergency treatment regardless of citizenship or immigration status. But CMS says some Democratic
So they found a way to make it work, a loophole.
states aren't following the law. The press secretary for HHS telling the National News Desk, quote, federal law forbids using Medicaid funds for illegal immigrants, yet several Democrats...
Oh, wait a minute, you got a headache? Oh, come on in, it's an emergency. Yeah, come on. You got a headache? No problem. Put that up under that. Let's get this money. We're not stupid.
...led states did it anyway. The Trump administration won't tolerate it. CMS is auditing aggressively, recovering every dollar and holding states accountable.
Wow.
We are clawing back that money. We've already gotten hundreds of millions of dollars back, which again, it proves that these states realized that they were guilty because they wouldn't give us the money back otherwise.
Now, Governor Gavin Newsom's office has
okay.
consistently said California is not improperly using federal funds for illegal immigrant health care, instead using coverage programs funded by the state, which is legally allowed.
Yeah, right. He over there like, I ain't giving nothing back. I got some terminology and an explanation for you guys, but we ain't giving you nothing back. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen to get those likes out, because we would have never known about the $1 billion. What about the food stamp money that was given? Anybody want to talk about that? How when they used to go through to get the food stamps like that with the SNAP, next thing you know, the lady behind the counter be like, wait a minute, 4,000 such and such, and the lady be there with her babies in the stroller, pushing the big stroller like this, and they be illegal immigrants. Y'all want to get mad at me about that? It's the truth. They even have it up on the internet where they show the receipts, because sometimes the ladies would leave them and they would be like, oh my God, look how much is left on her SNAP benefits. That's how they would know how much money that the illegal immigrants was actually getting, because there's a receipt. I guess there's an area on it that shows you like what your balance is. That's how they do it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go on over to Las Vegas. I don't know if this person was mad about his meal or he was down with those people. Yeah, the Mafia. I ain't gonna say the word. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it like this. The Junior Mafia. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that because that's a rap group. Yeah, I don't know if this man was mad about his meal or Junior Mafia came through there, because Piero's restaurant, bow, they was not happy about something over there. I don't know what it was. I don't know if their meal was wrong or maybe they owed Luigi some bread. But yeah, let's get on over to Las Vegas real quick.
And police are searching for two suspects tonight after a bombing early this morning at the legendary Las Vegas Italian restaurant Piero's. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Live at 6, I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Melissa Bethencourt. Abel is on assignment. Police say there are no injuries, but there is damage to Piero's near the Strip on Convention Center Drive. And that's where we find our
Sound like some Goodfellas stuff to me.
Ryan Ketchum live from the scene. Ryan.
Piero's,
What's the latest?
You don't want to pay? We got something for you.
Hey there, Alyssa and Trisha. Yeah, this area is fully back open to the public. Police
Some
opening it back up about an hour and a half ago. Convention Center Drive was fully closed as police were investigating this bombing. It was closed to the west of Las Vegas Boulevard to east of Paradise Road. And this is actually where it all happened, Piero's Italian Cuisine. And you may actually see a lot of cars in the parking lot. I actually just spoke to a representative of Piero's, and they said they're actually open for dine-in tonight despite the small explosion. Police say that around 2:19 this morning, two men in all black placed an explosive device on the restaurant and it went off. Luckily, no one was there, so there are no injuries. But police said that they first heard about the small explosion about 8.5 hours later when the cleaning crew at Piero's notified them. Police say
8.5 hours later. Okay. A little suspicious here, but let's keep going.
That the two suspects are still on the loose. Meanwhile, several shows are ongoing at the convention center, and I spoke to a few of those attendees earlier today about this bombing. What's your reaction to hearing that there was a small explosion here?
It's very scary. I mean, here we are at a wedding show with 4.5 million square feet of conference center, convention center, and there's an explosion 1 block away. What's the chance of that?
Do you ever expect something like this to happen, though?
No, definitely not. You know, we come from a small town of 15,000 people, so I don't expect this to happen at all.
I know one thing, they better pay whoever they owe that bread to. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. If you don't pay up, it's gonna get nasty out there for you. I'm telling you, glad that nobody got hurt, but this seems a little bit shaky to me. We're going to keep moving forward and see what goes on with this story, and I have some more information for you. But thank God, nobody got hurt. Let's get on over to former Gavin Newsom's chief of staff, who, what happened? He's got accused of theft of company funds. Let's keep on moving forward. I'm sorry, campaign funds, not company funds. What you got? What type of people you hiring over there, Gavin?
That breaking news is in Sacramento. A former chief of staff for Governor Gavin Newsom is among multiple people facing charges in a federal investigation. Dana Williamson made her first court appearance today. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
You see how that audio stopped when Lisa started talking? That's how it should have been 2 clips over.
I'm Golston Dart. Now, she's facing charges that include fraud, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. KCRA 3's political director, Ashley Zavala, is standing by live right now with what we know about the investigation, Ashley.
Well, Lisa and Golston, we should start off by saying this is one of the most powerful and influential women in California politics. Governor Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, just within the last hour and a half or so, left the federal courthouse here on a $500,000 bond, facing serious allegations. She's accused of conspiring with Javier Becerra, who is currently a candidate for governor and the former U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary, conspiring with his chief of staff, Sean McCluskey, to take $225,000 from Becerra's political campaign account. Investigators say this happened between 2022 and 2024, which started before but continued while she was working for Governor Newsom.
I'm sure this happens a lot, but just doesn't get reported.
23 federal charges related to that, including wire fraud, bank fraud, obstruction of justice, and false tax documents. Williamson pleaded not guilty in court today.
She up there photoshopping bank statements. Oh, let me see something over here. Okay, Photoshop. Does that look good? How we doing? We all right? This look original? All right, come on.
Her alleged co-conspirators, McCluskey and well-known Sacramento lobbyist Greg Campbell, have plea deals, according to court records. In a statement, Javier Becerra said, quote, "The news today of formal accusations of impropriety by a long-serving, trusted advisor are a gut punch. I have voluntarily cooperated with the U.S. Department of Justice in their investigation and will continue to do so as California's former Attorney General. I fully comprehend the importance of allowing this investigation and legal process to run its course through our justice system."
So that money that you guys donate to certain campaigns, to certain people, certain government officials, because you believe in their mission statement. You believe in what they're talking about. So you know what? I got this hard-earned money, but I think, you know what? I'm going to give you $10 of it because I want to do anything that I can to push you forward. Next thing you know, you got people stealing it. Got people doing all types of slick stuff. And yeah, you got also people kind of like Miss Jasmine Crockett. Somebody you know and love. My little pony hair said, "Excuse me, mister, can I get that whole big bag?" Yes, I'm talking about Miss Jasmine Crockett. She's been slammed for gross entitlement, splurging campaign funds. I told you that hair ain't cheap. Look into the hair budget. I'm telling you, you're going to find some more money. I'm telling you, look into the hair budget. Don't look anywhere else with this lady right here. It's in the hair.
Jasmine Crockett, it's been revealed, has spent nearly $75,000 on luxury hotels, transportation and security this year in cities across the United States. Documents show that her campaign spending totaled more than $25,000 since January on hotels and limousine services. And here she is complaining about the cost of security.
First of all, she spent too much money because she don't really want to be in government. She want to be an entertainer. She wants to be like an influencer slash just bigger than she really is. She knows a lot about government, very smart person. But I've been watching you, Jasmine. I'm sorry, I got you dialed in, boo. Personally to me, and I ain't saying no allegedly. This is how I feel. I think you up to some and you're slick, and you use all the money for the "My little pony hair said, mister, can I please get that whole big bag?" Oh, man.
I think that it's really a good question as to why a member of Congress needs to pay for security out of money that they go and raise, instead of focusing on making sure that they use that money to educate voters about why it is that their candidacy matters.
You're right about that. The money should go to that person that they believe in to educate campaigners about why they should be giving them the money, right? To educate and tell more people about their mission statement. You're right about that, right? But why are you worrying about hotels? You got the limos. You don't look like any single other person in office in Congress. She be having the sleeve with the shirt with the sleeve out. You know what I'm saying? Looking like, yo, what's going on with you, boo? You're not supposed to be doing an interview looking like that. Come on now.
I do think that it does people like me a disservice when you are so outspoken. And then what happens is, instead of you being able to put all your dollars into campaigning, instead you've got to do things like pay for your security. But I kind of value my life, so it is what it is.
You gotta pay for security, and she kind of value her life. Who the hell else gonna secure you if you don't get somebody to do it? But she's angry that she has to pay for security, y'all. You know, that's what she's basically trying to say. But she ain't angry about all that hair she's been spending that money on, and the hotels and everything, and the limos.
Josh, I mean, she's upset about spending money for security after repeatedly calling to defund the police. She's certainly not the only one that has to pay for security either.
Yeah, I mean, the hypocrisy is just utterly galling, is not? I mean, here is a woman who has become a very high-profile member of the House Democratic Caucus. By the way, Gabrielle, I'm still waiting for Jasmine Crockett to try to kick out Ayanna Pressley to be the Ringo Starr of the...
See, when I say My Little Pony, you see what I'm talking about? Because we know that ponytail ain't yours. And she's pretty. I'm going to go there. She's pretty. She don't even need that shit in her hair. Take that. This is how my mother used to do it. Oh, girl, if you don't take that shit out your head... Just take the stuff out your hair, let your hair be natural, and just be a pretty lady. That's it. And I'm admitting it. She's very pretty. People in the comments are saying the same thing. Why you got that big old ponytail in there? And you know, I got to say one other thing. Because a lot of times, I'm going to go there, a lot of white men, they don't understand black women's hairdos, right? So like Cardi B, they be like, hey, wait a minute, yesterday your hair was blue, blonde, and now today it's like this. How do you do that? She be like, it's a wig. She the one that'll tell the truth. Cardi don't give a damn. But these other people, they be having all one style hair, looking like this person this day, next day you looking like this. And men, a lot of white men be like, is that really you? And you got some nice hair. And they be like, oh, thank you. Girl, don't compliment on nothing you done bought in the bag. You ain't trained that hair. You ain't do all of the work. You ain't get your waves popping and put all the grease in there, sit up in the morning so the line could disappear. You ain't do all that. You just said, Mr. My Little Pony. Please, mister, can I get the whole big bag? Because that's just like a ponytail you wrapped in your hair, and you got some type of stuff on the end of it so that the fuzz or whatever don't come out. But you're pretty. You shouldn't be doing it. I'm being honest. She does not need to wear that ponytail. Let's keep going.
The squad. I mean, you don't really hear a whole lot about Presley these days. You hear a lot about AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashid Tlaib. I think that Jasmine Crockett is trying to make a play there to be the final member of the squad. She clearly has higher aspirations than her current backbencher house perch. But, I mean, to complain, to cavil about using your private money on your security, how about all the Americans who can't afford that? I mean, talking here about what?
All right, that's enough. I just wanted you guys to get a couple more shots and see what I meant about the hairdo so you guys can really understand what I'm talking about. Because when she does this and when she's moving her head, it's really hard to pay attention to what she's saying. Because I start thinking about mavericks and mares and all sorts of different horse breeds and things like that. I'm sorry, it's just, you look like a rook or something on a chessboard or something. I know you're pretty. Let's keep going. Okay. Washington, Donald Trump, they're trying to say that he's trying and he's failing to derail the Republicans on the Epstein files. So what they're saying is President Trump is bringing people in, trying to get them to not push for the signatures, the people that are Republicans, trying to get them to pull back and not push forward for the files to be released. That's what they're saying. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Trump's last-minute crisis push to hide the Epstein files has failed. The President of the United States mounting a last-minute campaign to try to turn Republicans who had signed on to release the complete Epstein files, but they defied him. And tonight, the motion moves forward to a full House vote, something Speaker Johnson had delayed for...
Homie, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You talking about leave your wife alone. All this crap I'm talking, I probably was in her DM before or trying to find her email. I'm not gonna lie and say she ain't pretty. I told you.
Nearly 2 months. Delayed this Epstein vote by nearly 2 months by refusing to swear in the newest member of Congress, Adelita Grijalva. And here's why. from the Republican who is leading the charge to release the Epstein files.
I've already had a couple Republicans tell my office privately that they're going to vote for it, and I think that could snowball.
Snowball. He's talking about the full vote, that tonight's move makes a reality, that vote is going to happen. He's talking about the full release of about 300 gigabytes of never-before-seen files about Jeffrey Epstein. And this comes as the House Oversight Committee today released a trove of explosive Epstein documents. Now, these new documents that we have show that Jeffrey Epstein was talking about President Trump multiple times in emails, despite Trump repeatedly denying he was in the Epstein files. Of course, we've long known that they were incredibly close friends, but Trump had denied he was in the files. Even after Attorney General Pam Bondi...
Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far, because we also have to go on the other side of it, because that's the accusation side. Now we're going to speak to the people that they're saying that he was trying to coax, and let's see what they actually said was going on. This guy right here, we're going to go first to the person that he's interviewing. That's going to be Representative Lauren Boebert, a Republican in Colorado. She speaks to reporters on Capitol Hill. This particular reporter right here, if he was in school with me when we was young, I would have got sent to the principal's office about him. Yeah. Every time I see him, it's always something that he always trying to derail or say something to kind of like gaslight a situation before it's even started. Like, oh yeah, well, such and such, such and such. And then somebody got to be like, well, not exactly like that. And he's such a soft little wuss. Somebody that can just get elbowed in the throat. Oh my God, I just can't stand this dude right here. I don't know what his name is, but oh man, it's like, make my skin crawl.
I was a meeting at the White House.
Oh, you just missed all those
I
answers.
know.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
Were they urging you to not take your name off the discharge petition?
We were certainly talking about things, but we talked about a lot of other things.
Were they urging you to take your name off the discharge position? Were they urging you to stop being an asshole and stop fucking trying to steer people to do stuff? And I can curse after 3 minutes, and I had to let that one go. I apologize. He's just such a little, can't beat nothing but just like talking and steering crap.
Things as well. I spoke with the Attorney General about her Second Amendment task force and how I really want Colorado's gun laws, the ones that have been put into effect in the past 10 years or so, to be examined and to really study the constitutionality of those. Certainly we discussed other things with the Epstein files, whether it's the estate or what maybe could be released. I mean, the White House has released almost 30,000 documents just recently. So, I mean, we're still going through that kind of stuff. And yeah.
What was the message about Epstein, that they've given out as much as they could?
I think that everybody hears the message every single day.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, it's the same message that I've heard. And, you know, I don't.
He tight right now because he ain't getting none of that crap to go through. And it's good. This is good training actually right here for anybody or everybody that understands when it comes down to PR, proper press, and the way to say things. Because what? Every time you say something, you got to realize it's never going to come back the way that you put it out. You could say, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. By the time they get back to you, they'd be like, man, Bugatti's stupid as a bag of rocks. Somebody asked him what 1 + 1 is. He said 17. By the time it gets back to you, trust me, it's not going to be anything of what you said. So make sure that what you say is firm and you stand in what you say if you really mean that. Because when they rewind, you're going to have to stand on that. And I mean it. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. We got to get on over to this body cam video that shows a mom and an aunt in custody in Jacqueline Torres case. You know about the Jacqueline Torres case, the little girl that was starved in the home, and they got the mother and they got the father finally. We saw the video of the other day with the takedown of the man that said he was going to turn himself in. This video here is kind of like the build-up to Jacqueline's arrest, because she was being interviewed and just questioned, but she had been in fear because some people in her neighborhood were following her. She said they were following her for like an hour. So the police were like, what they were following you about? But she was already under investigation about her daughter's case. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
developments now in the murder of a little girl.
That's why they always tell you, speak. You might want to hold your tongue and not speak when you're talking to police officers, because anything that you say can and will be held against you in the court of law.
Whose remains were found dumped in New Britain. New video from police showing us the moment the girl's mother was taken in for questioning and eventually arrested. Channel 3's Amanda Callahan is your reporter live from New Britain Police Headquarters with a closer look. Amanda.
Aaron, the night Jacqueline Torres Garcia's remains were found at an abandoned property in New Britain, a large fight broke out between her family members just a couple blocks over. Now, we were there when Carla Garcia was taken away in handcuffs by New Britain police. She was not under arrest then, but police say she eventually admitted to starving her daughter.
So her family members was tight. When they found out that little girl was in that house, they was like, yo, we gonna go over there, we gonna bust. They was probably gonna do it. She got up in her car, and she said they was following her for an hour. She went to the precinct.
Where's the girl? This is video from October 8th, the night Carla Garcia was taken into custody by New Britain police. Our Channel 3 cameras were the only ones to capture that. Her sister, Jacqueline Garcia, and ex-boyfriend, Jonathan.
Now, you see him get beat up yesterday. We showed a video of him when I was gonna turn myself in. Yeah, you ain't have to. We came for you.
Anita were also brought in for questioning that night after a large fight broke out on Tremont Street, just hours after human remains were found in a plastic tote at a house a few streets over. Body camera video released is giving us a look at what happened after Garcia was taken away.
What?
The whole family just showed up on Tremont Street. The 25.
I pulled over.
She said the whole family just showed up. Like, what? Yeah.
The officer could get me because they're chasing me with guns.
Yeah.
So I pulled over. I'm going there. It's my safest spot. They've been chasing me for like a whole hour. These dumbass kids, bro.
That's the family. Like, man, if you pull over, you gonna get it. You better go to the precinct. And that's what she did. Bring your ass to the precinct.
What'd you do to them? No, what they do to
What'd you do to them? See, getting that info. Everything that you say can be used against you. And look, it's on video.
me? Oh, I don't know.
Garcia isn't under arrest, but she says she isn't safe and doesn't want to leave the station.
If that gets come on me with guns again, yeah. I have kids.
When her kids are brought up, she tells the officer she has 5.
I have 5 kids.
5 kids. All ages? How's the oldest?
How old is the oldest? He's like, okay, so now we getting something out of you. We glad that they done scared your ass and sent you up here. What's going on, matter of fact? Come on, talk to us. So now she in fear and she telling everything. And it's juicy, so they need it. Come on.
Garcia pauses.
12. 12. Because Nina is 11, I think.
Who's 12?
Jackie.
Garcia is getting emotional before she goes up to speak with the officers.
All I'm thinking about is what they're gonna do and what they're gonna do to my kids. That's all I'm thinking about.
But 4 days later, New Britain police have warrants for Garcia, her sister, and Anita, charging.
You ain't worrying about what they're gonna do. No, they ain't thinking about doing nothing to no kids. They thinking about your ass for what you did to the kid.
Them in connection with Jacqueline's death.
Jonathan, are you in here?
Come on, Jonathan.
Jonathan, come out. He's not in here?
Anybody come out. Y'all all going. Come on.
Is he in here?
No, we haven't seen him.
Turn around.
Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
You too.
For what?
You too.
All 3 suspects are due to appear in court
All of
again
them.
this Friday. We also learned today that the medical examiner's office ruled Jacqueline's death a homicide by fatal child abuse with starvation. Reporter live in New Britain, Amanda Callahan, Channel 3.
New developments now in the murder of a little.
Terrible, tragic situation by this girl's family, mother, her aunt, who was well aware of this situation. We always and definitely want to pray for the little beautiful child that lost her life in this tragic event. We're going to try to give strength and resolve and energy to all those other family members who are very angry. We want to keep on following this story, but we hope that everybody is covered in this as best as possible. And we hope that the soul of the little girl is in peace now. Amen. Terrible situation right there. And oh my God, where's my word at? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. It should be wood chipper up there. I don't see wood chipper on slow. Yeah, wood chipper. That's what they deserve. What's up, Tim? What's going on with everybody? Amen. Children are a blessing. Lots of people can't have kids. That's right. Thank you for your prayers, and I appreciate you guys, of course. I get right into it. Somebody asked me to pray. I'm going to say, I don't say, oh, I'm going to pray for you. You stop right there and make the prayer happen. This way you ain't got to say, oh, I forgot. Do it right there. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. We almost at 60,000 subscribers. That's right, because we put in that work every single day. This is our bottom line, this show with the number one host and the number one co-host and family in the chat. That's right, you guys. We go for an hour plus with trending topics, current events, and all types of antics and things that I be doing on the side to make it spicy. But this story right here, it's not funny. It's a serious one. It's about the Smallville actor Allison Mack, who pled guilty to racketeering charges. Also breaks some real strong information, and she speaks on about the cult. Conviction admits that she is a part of, and she said that she is guilty. She admitted herself. Thank you guys for all the love. You know it. Thank you for all the love, because all I do is give it right back. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving forward. This here is a bit scary, and to me, just the clip and the information is scary to me. So this might need a graphic content label right here. How crazy this was. Let's go, y'all.
After admitting that she was one of the lead recruiters, Allison Mack, the former Smallville star who pled guilty to racketeering charges after admitting that she was one of the lead recruiters for the sex cult NXIVM, is speaking out for the first time.
I don't see myself as innocent.
Mack admitting to the CBC's Uncovered series that she relied on her television fame to recruit women to NXIVM and then manipulate them into sexual slavery.
And it was a power tool that I had to get people to do what I wanted. I think that I was very effective in moving Keith's vision forward.
Keith is Keith Rainier, the mastermind behind NXIVM.
I'm an interesting person, I'm a controversial person, but most importantly, I'm an unconventional person.
He originally billed NXIVM as a vehicle for self-improvement, but it quickly descended into what prosecutors called a sex trafficking operation, where women were branded with Rainier's initials and coerced into sex. In court, Mack admitted to recruiting impressionable young women for Rainier and then blackmailing them into becoming sex slaves.
I was harsh, and I was callous, and I was aggressive and forceful in ways that were painful for people and did.
Remind you of anybody else besides this dear, but remind you of anybody else? Miss Maxwell Ghislaine, the person that did the hunting for who? Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah.
It made people feel like they had no choice and was incredibly abusive to people, traumatic for people.
Mack says she takes ownership for all the wrong she did during her time with NXIVM, but maintains she didn't set out to hurt people.
I definitely recognize and admit that I was abusing my power, but I also can't negate the fact that there was a part of me that was altruistic and was desperate to help people.
Our thanks to Janae. Rainier is now serving a 120-year prison sentence after being found guilty of multiple charges, including human trafficking and conspiracy to commit forced labor.
Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, her charges don't sound no much different, Ghislaine, and she might be about to come home off a presidential pardon. And that's a sad story right there, you guys. We got to keep on going. If you appreciate the content and what you guys are seeing right here, I really appreciate you. Double tap the screen, hit those 3 dots, hit that like button. That gets more people over here to see the stories that we're covering and put some more fat on their brain, as my boy, AKA legendary RIP Pimp C used to say. Let's put some more fat on our brain. There's nothing wrong with that fat, right? That's that good fat. So let's get on some more topics over here. We got to get on into these Epstein information, because I know y'all ready for it. We had to walk it in. We had to dial it up, because that one there just seems a little different than Ghislaine. There's probably 1 or 2 differences when it comes down to the category of people that they were trying to subscribe to and the way that they were trying to deal with like royalty and people like that. But we got to get on over to Washington. Epstein emails are mentioning Trump as the House is set to vote on releasing the Epstein files. It's time to get into it, you guys. Let's go. Time to get to work. We're just starting.
New details emerging from the more than 20,000 newly released documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, some mentioning President Trump. In email exchanges with a New York Times reporter in 2015, Epstein suggesting reporters ask my houseman about Donald almost walking through the door, leaving his nose print on the glass as young women were swimming in the pool, and he was so focused, he walked straight into the door. And there was this exchange in 2018 with someone whose name has been redacted. That person writing, "They're really just trying to take down Trump and doing whatever they can to do that." Epstein replying, "It's wild because I am the one able to take him down."
Congratulations, you're now a member of the United States Congress.
Just moments after being sworn in yesterday, Arizona Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva became the 218th and final signature needed on a petition to force a vote on releasing all of the Epstein files.
Justice cannot wait another day.
Speaker Mike Johnson now saying the House will vote on the issue. Opponents worry about protecting the privacy of the victims.
We're going to put that on the floor for a full vote next week.
In an attempt to stop the petition, top White House and Justice Department officials attempted to pressure Congresswoman Lauren Boebert into removing her name from it, meeting with her in the Situation Room, but her name stayed on the petition.
Why not just go ahead, release the full files on Epstein, get this all over with?
This administration has done more with respect to transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein than any administration ever.
Earlier in the day, House Democrats releasing emails obtained from the Epstein estate. Those emails include a 2011 exchange between Epstein and his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein writing the quote,
"Hold on a minute, because we ain't got to get it from here. Let's get it somewhere else. But I don't know if we can trust you guys, because sometimes your information be a lot of janky. Let's see what we got to say. I don't want to get it from NBC. I don't want to get it from BBC. Didn't want to get it from Fox, because we got a lot of people over here that say, why are you always using Fox? So we go other places. We go everywhere to get information and content. Now what y'all going to say? Ha ha, ha ha.
Related to Jeffrey Epstein, including emails in which the convicted sex offender mentions Donald Trump. Pressure is growing this morning for more of the Epstein files to be released by the Justice Department. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce is tracking the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. And these messages are sparking fresh questions about President Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. The White House denies any wrongdoing by the president, but the administration still refuses to release the full FBI files on Epstein. And now this morning on Capitol Hill, an effort to force their release is finally moving forward. This morning, as the White House downplays newly released emails from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein repeatedly discussing President Trump, an effort on Capitol Hill to force a vote on the release of the full Epstein files, garnering its final signature. Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva sworn in after a 7-week delay, signing on to the petition to force a vote on the files' release as her first act in Congress.
I will sign the discharge petition right now to release the Epstein files.
The White House is well aware that a vote would put Republicans in an uncomfortable position. Many of the president's supporters have previously called for their release. In an attempt to stop the petition, top White House and Justice Department officials, including the Attorney General and FBI Director, attempting to pressure Congresswoman Lauren Boebert into removing her name from it, meeting with her Wednesday in the Situation Room. But it didn't work. Boebert, ultimately one of 4 Republicans who signed on in support. We pressed the White House. But given your interest in transparency, Caroline, why are White House officials then meeting with Representative Boebert in an effort to try and get her to not sign this petition calling for the release of the files?
Doesn't it show transparency that members of the Trump administration are willing to brief members of Congress whenever they please?
It comes just hours after House Democrats released those emails obtained from the Epstein estate, showing the convicted sex offender discussing Trump and seeming to suggest he had information he never shared. In a 2011 exchange with his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein writing the quote, "dog that hasn't barked is Trump," adding one of his victims spent hours with Trump at Epstein's home, but that Trump had never once been mentioned. Maxwell replying, "I have been thinking about that." House Republicans and the White House identifying the victim as Virginia Giuffre, who once worked at Trump's spa at Mar-a-Lago. Giuffre said she never saw Trump do anything inappropriate. She died by suicide earlier this year.
And unlike other people, she said it in her book too. She actually did. Very nice person, very nice man. When I met him, he said that I looked like I was a really nice person. I had on my name tag. I was already working at Mar-a-Lago. And he asked me, would I babysit or am I good with children? She said yes. So Trump got her some overtime babysitting little children at Mar-a-Lago for the rich for the rich people. She basically was doing babysitting for them. Don't believe it? Read the book. Told y'all, y'all next. Whoever wanted, I'll send it to you. We ain't gotta. I don't have to be greedy with it. I mean, it's $36, but if you guys want to read it and you remember, anybody, come on, I'll send it to you. Because this way you can kind of debunk what else is being said. Because I believe this over somebody just spewing some crap.
In a 2018 text exchange, someone whose name is redacted wrote to Epstein, "It will all blow over. They're really just trying to take down Trump and doing whatever they can to do that." The context of the message is unclear, but Epstein responding, "It's wild because I am the one able to take him down." Trump and Epstein were friends for more than a decade.
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
After Epstein's arrest in 2019, Trump said he hadn't spoken to him in 15 years. He insists he broke off the friendship when he learned Epstein and Maxwell were luring away young female staffers who worked at Mar-a-Lago.
He stole people that worked for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He did it again, and I threw him out of the place.
Virginia Giuffre, she said that she was working in Mar-a-Lago when this beautiful lady that almost looked like Mary Poppins, she said her purse was worth more than my dad's truck. I shook her hand. She said, you know what, I know a very nice man that would like for you to work for him. And she introduced Virginia Giuffre to Jeffrey Epstein when she was 16 years old. And then the next day, got her to go in there to do the massage. Went and did the massage with her, even though it was, at every point where it was getting a little creepy, she stood over her and looked at her and was like, no, keep on going. And you want to know more? Read the book. That's why when I be hearing some of this crap, I be like, man, listen.
Persona non grata. I threw him out, and that was it.
In a 2019 email to author Michael Wolff, Epstein writing, "Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever." Of course, he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence for sex trafficking. Sources say she's angling for a pardon, and when asked about it, Trump hasn't ruled it out. Now, as for that petition to force the files released, Speaker Johnson, who's gone to great lengths to avoid a vote, now says he'll bring it to the floor next week.
Right. Yeah, because it's already been signed and now they have to. But we got more information, so we're going to keep on peeling on this onion now. We're going to get over to where we got the hop across pond. Because we got some more information on Andrew. Come on now, you know we got this BBC information on Andrew. He pleads to make his case clear. He said, look here, I wasn't involved with no allegations. Epstein, come on now.
The United States Congress will vote next week on forcing the release of all the case files in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. It comes hours after Democrats on the committee published emails written by the convicted sex offender that referenced Donald Trump and the photograph of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor with the known Epstein victim, Virginia Giuffre. Well, the emails also appear to show Andrew pleading with Epstein and his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, to make clear that he was not involved in the allegations against them. The White House has accused Democrats of trying to smear the president. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has always strongly denied any wrongdoing. Our reporter Alison Earle has the details.
It's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again.
Signing the bill to reopen the US government and end the longest shutdown in US history. President Trump was in a triumphant mood, but unwilling to answer questions on the latest Epstein file release. Donald Trump has never denied being an acquaintance of Jeffrey Epstein, but has always said he knew nothing about the trafficking and abuse of young women, breaking off their relationship years ago. In an email exchange from April 2011, 3 years after Epstein had pled guilty to soliciting prostitution, Epstein wrote his close friend Ghislaine Maxwell I want you to realise that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Virginia spent hours at my house with him. The woman referred to is Virginia Giuffre, who took her own life earlier this year.
Allegedly.
But had repeatedly said the president was not involved in any wrongdoing.
She said it.
Couldn't have been friendlier to her. Democrats on the congressional committee looking into Epstein's crimes are pushing for more material to be released.
All right, we got to get on over here to validate that picture right there, because we got some information where we're possibly going to be able to validate that photo of, new documents appear to validate the photo of Epstein victim with the Prince Andrew. You know that picture he keep on saying that it was doctored or photoshopped? We got some follow-up on that picture, the camera, when it was taken. And you ain't gonna believe who took the picture. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's go.
And while we here in the United States have already seen reporters break lots of big stories from these documents, I actually think one of the most important revelations in these documents hasn't gotten a lot of attention in the United States quite yet. But it is a huge deal overseas. The story centers around this photograph that you can see right there on your screen. A photo that shows Epstein's fellow monster in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell, as well as then Prince Andrew, who has now, of course, been stripped of his title by the British monarchy, but to avoid making things very confusing, I'm just going to keep calling him Prince Andrew. And that girl in the center, with Andrew's hand around her waist, is then 17-year-old Virginia Giuffre, the late Epstein survivor who tragically died by suicide just this past spring.
Allegedly.
Now, here's what Giuffre alleges happened that day in her posthumous memoir, Nobody's Girl. Giuffre was 17. She was staying with Epstein and Maxwell at Maxwell's home in London, just about 7 months after Maxwell had first recruited her from Mar-a-Lago. Well after Epstein had allegedly started sexually abusing Giuffre. Maxwell woke her up that morning telling her it was going to be a special day, that she was going to meet a prince. And when Prince Andrew arrived at Maxwell's house that evening, Maxwell asked Prince Andrew to guess Giuffre's age. The 41-year-old prince guessed correctly, 17 years old. Now, realizing that her mom would never forgive her if she met someone as famous as Prince Andrew and didn't pose for a picture, Giuffre got her camera, and Epstein snapped the photo. Then they all went to a nightclub. Prince Andrew bought Giuffre a cocktail and danced with her. And on their way back to Maxwell's house, Maxwell told Giuffre, when we get home, you are to do for him what you do for Jeffrey.
So now you thinking this lady introducing you to a prince. You're a 17-year-old girl. Oh my God, we're going out to eat. We had a good time. We come back and everything like that. Now they like, we're going to need you to do what he do. Womp, womp, womp. Just took a whole, imagine that. Imagine that feeling.
Now, I'm going to spare you the rest of the truly wretched details.
It's
but
in
Giuffre
here.
says that she and Prince Andrew had sex that night at Epstein and Maxwell's direction. And it was the first of 3 such encounters, which she also details in her book. Now, both Maxwell and Prince Andrew have both vehemently denied any of this ever happened. And a key part of that denial has been asserting that this photo, the infamous photo of them with a 17-year-old Giuffre, is fake.
Bullshit.
What's a fake? I don't believe that. I don't believe it's real for a second. In fact, I'm sure it's not. There's never been an original. And further, there's no photograph. Right?
How about this? Let's go back to everything else. Let's say the photo's fake. Let's say the photo's fake. How does she get to meet Andrew? How she get over cross pond over there? What about the stories that she's talking about with Jeffrey Epstein? It's too much information on your homegirl. Stop it. If you think you're going to make a profit. Like right now, I think she's waiting around to see if she's going to get that pardon. That's what she's waiting for. And I'm telling you, man, if she get out, oh, man, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I'm going to get in trouble. But street justice, civil justice, yeah.
And I've only ever seen a photocopy of it. I don't believe it happened. And certainly the way as described would have been impossible.
Just to clarify.
And you've already known to be lying under oath. They've already found you to be someone that lied under oath. You have been sentenced to 20 years for your participation in what you've already been found guilty for. And now you're trying to say anything to get out.
So you think that photo has been faked?
Nobody can prove
whether or not that photograph has been doctored, but I don't recollect that photograph ever being taken.
Oh, now it's that.
Now, in addition to just denying the story,
he don't recollect.
Right? Both Andrew, Prince Andrew that is, and Maxwell were adamant that, of course, the photo was faked, as you just heard them say. Even just this summer, in Maxwell's interview with Trump's personal lawyer turned deputy U.S. attorney, Todd Blanche, she flat out denied it. When Maxwell was asked about this particular photo that I've been showing you, she said, quote, "I believe it's literally a fake photo." That was...
Yeah, you know it's real. I do Photoshop every single day. Every one of these thumbnails, every one of these backgrounds, I know a fake photo when I see one. That is not a fake photo. It has no borders in it. You see real shadowing. It'd be too much work to try to doctor that photo up. Stop playing, homegirl. You know you caught out there.
Thanking President Donald Trump to convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein.
And it comes as the House could release even more Epstein files. Our DC
I
Bureau
told you
Chief
we had a
Kennedy is
lot.
live in Washington
Told
tonight
you.
with
Told
the
you.
latest on this.
Y'all wanted it. Let's go.
Today's in Louis, President Trump so far has not taken Q&A on the emails, but the...
So yeah, we're going to keep on going all the way to what's going on with this until we get some more information. This is the follow-up. He's not been responding, not wanting to talk about what's going on.
White House is pushing back tonight, saying he did nothing wrong. President Trump in the East Room of the White House Thursday did not weigh in on the private emails from Jeffrey Epstein that appears to link himself to the late convicted sex offender. As the messages released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee show Epstein mentioned Mr. Trump multiple times over a 15-year span, including claims about time spent with one of Epstein's alleged victims.
House Democrats released more emails showing that Trump knew more about Epstein's abuses than he previously acknowledged.
Arizona Democratic Representative Adelita Rajalva was sworn in Wednesday night, becoming the key vote to force a review of the Epstein case.
We have been for maximum transparency of the Epstein files from the very beginning.
As House Speaker Mike Johnson said, they will vote next week to compel the DOJ to release the files, adding he recently spoke with President Trump about this.
He's for maximum transparency. He said it as recently as a couple of days ago, and I talked to him about it today. He's for everything coming out. Always has been.
The emails were part of more than 20,000 documents obtained from Epstein's estate. As President Trump didn't send or receive any of those emails, it is not accused of wrongdoing.
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong.
All right, y'all. I think y'all got enough of this. I think we straight on that. We got updated on every single thing that we... Oh, no, we didn't. Now we got to finish up on Sarah Ferguson, who's reportedly struggling in her final days at the Royal Lodge.
Now, disturbing new details have emerged about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, of course, formerly known as Prince Andrew, and of course, Sarah Ferguson's bizarre final days in the Royal Lodge. Can you talk to us about how the Duke and Duchess of York, or former Duke and Duchess of York, I should say,
takes a minute to get used to
it does, doesn't it? How are they coping with this new reality?
Yeah, you know, the reports about Fergie and Andrew's sort of days in Royal Lodge, we know that they're on the way out. They will be expected to leave the property in the coming months. At the moment, it's a financial arrangement. We know that the royal family is negotiating with Andrew about some kind of financial settlement because, of course, he did have that binding lease agreement that was able to kind of keep him there for so long. Now that that's off the table, he will be expected to leave. In the meantime, we know that Andrew and Fergie are still in the house, and some of the details, you know, it's a little bit Greek tragedy. It's almost a little bit like a Tennessee Williams character, especially when it comes to Fergie. We're hearing reports that she's taking it hard. I think that her identity was tied up in being Duchess of York. She had that title since her wedding day, and the loss of it allegedly was just devastated her. She supposedly has been relying heavily on the staff at Royal Lodge. There's also supposedly this kind of private bar area set up on the property called the Doghouse, of all things. And apparently that's where she's hanging out. She's really hitting the bar, and she's
like, damn it, if I gotta leave, y'all gonna make me another drink. Where y'all going? Give me another drink, damn it. If I got y'all kicking me out right where I'm gonna drink till I gotta get out, damn it. Bartender set me up. Where you going? Come on, y'all can hang out with me too. That's what Fergie doing right now. Yeah. Fergie over there getting lit. Said she's trying to get lit. She's trying to forget about her problem. She's trying to drown her sorrows, brothers and sisters. But I don't think it's going to work, Fergie. I just don't think it's going to work. We got to keep on moving forward here. We got to go. Because this guy right here, we got to break it up a little bit. She over there like, where y'all going with me? If I'm leaving, y'all all going to leave with me, damn it. Set me up another drink, bartender, damn it. But this boy right here is like a God. I don't know how many of you are brave, but I said to myself, let me ask these people in the comments, would you do this for $1 million? Would you jump in some tornado shaking waters? There's a tornado going on. The water going crazy. For $1 million. Thumbs up if you're going to jump in that water. Thumbs down if you wouldn't jump in that water. Thumbs up if you think you can make it, get that $1 million. Thumbs down if you're like, I ain't going in that water. You crazy? My life worth more than that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. He's going to make it look pretty easy, but I want to know if you guys would try this. Let's keep on going. We got this boy. He's like a god in the water. Check this out.
Brother, he is going to jump. Now see.
It looks like a rushing dam to me. He's pretty crazy to be doing this.
He is going to jump. Brother. Where is he going?
Now, he should have asked everybody for $5 a piece before he jumped.
For you, seeing this, brother, he is going to jump.
I'll be out there. I'm his manager. Hold on a minute. Yo, don't jump yet.
Now he will jump.
They're like, nope. Look at the thumbs down. Nope. Now, how many of y'all would do this? Just tell me. I see some thumbs up if it's $1 million. I see a couple of people like, yeah. How many people would do this for $1 million? That's right, $1 million. How many people would do this right here? Thumbs up if you do it. Thumbs down. Ooh, y'all see that rushing water coming off them rocks over there? Y'all see all that? All right now. Uh-oh, I see. Uh-oh. Look at that. Hood Rich Wolf said he gonna have to go for it. My luck, I'd hit a rock, says Angels Among Us. Matthew, what's up from Australia? Let's go.
Hey brother, that guy disappears inside the water, brother. This is swimming. It is not so light. Here he is. Swimming, brother. This is swimming. This is.
Hey.
Very good, brother.
Hey, good work. Good work. He made it happen. He did his thing. He did his thing. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all got to be careful. I showed you guys this first. We broke this first right here on this show. Now everybody else trying to take credit for it. Y'all remember when that lady that was driving the train, the conductor, she lullaby and good night. Womp, 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 womp. She fell asleep while the train was fully blasting, and then she got up talking about, calm down, relax. We didn't crash. Well, guess what? Follow up to that story, because she got her ass in trouble. Let's go. Talking about relax. Relax, lady, you almost took us out of here.
Take a look at this terrifying new video, a terrifying morning commute for some light rail passengers in San Francisco. Video from a September incident appears to show the driver falling asleep as the train picks up speed, tossing panicked passengers all around. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt is in Los Angeles with more on that for us. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Sandra, not the kind of early morning commute anyone wants, and it could have been so much worse. It was in the middle of the rush hour, just after 8:30 in the morning, and the San Francisco light rail train was packed when passengers suddenly got thrown around as the train jolted on a curve, exiting a tunnel and traveling at around 50 miles per hour. The driver was apparently asleep at the wheel.
Womp, 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 womp. I'm talking about when she started hitting turns, started falling in the seat. That's what woke her up, when she started hitting them corners. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God, I'm at work. Ah!
Jerked awake and began applying the emergency brake, then blamed the braking system while trying to calm passengers.
I'm sorry, relax.
It wouldn't stop. I'm sorry, relax. Don't be lying, Mitch. You fired, and you might get arrested. I'd have been up in there like, whiplash. You know, I'm always thinking about some money. Whiplash. Oh my God, you saw it, right? Yeah, give me your phone number real quick. I might need you for the lawyer.
We didn't crash. Relax. It wouldn't stop.
Bitch, what you mean relax? Boop. How about you come out here with us and everybody just whoop, Whoop, whoop that trick. Take your bet off, start hitting it with the windmill. And then when you get tired, hold on a minute. This the same one from the other day, y'all. Yeah, come on now. Oh yeah, got my little energy back. She need her ass whooped. The way the old people say it, whooped. Whoop that trick. Oh yeah, oh calm down. You know what? You right. Get your ass out here. And oh my God.
Relax. We're okay.
But a San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency investigation concluded, quote, a full inspection of the train's braking system confirmed that it performed as designed. Additional inspections of the trackway and related infrastructure found no mechanical or systems issues.
So don't try to blame it on the train for falling asleep, for staying up the night before and trying to watch or hold Tyler Perry or trying to binge Tyler Perry. It ain't their fault, it's yours. Take your ass to sleep and get enough rest before you take so many people's lives into your hands. Serious part of the story.
Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt in the incident. The SFMTA also says it is reinforcing training on the importance of watching for fatigue and reporting it. Not surprisingly, the train operator has been put on what officials call non-driving status. A lot of commuters grateful for that, Sandra.
Man, she needs to get a broom and be taking care of the sanitation. They need to be for a whole 6 months just out there with the broom. And then you got to knock that salary down too. How much was you making before? About $30-something an hour. You back to 16, boo. Or you might as well go ahead and go somewhere else. Because that track record right there going to follow you. You was already in the news. Double tap that screen if you guys appreciate the content. Let's get those likes up to get more people over to know about these stories and about my antics. Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 60,000 subscribers, y'all. Come on now, let's go there. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got to get on over to Miami where this video has been released of the suspect was ran over, oh my God, and knocked the Mario coins out of her behind. I'm going to tell you. When I say Mario coins, you know how Super Mario be running and he get hit by something and all the coins come out of him? Man, listen, this lady here, first of all, she hooked up with the wrong dude. Now, if you like them, and I understand that, because she kind of cute, no doubt. I think she cute too, but when you meet somebody at a hotel, you don't know what sort of freaky things that they're into, especially if you're just meeting them. Let's get this lineup going so I can break this down for you. We got this Miami video that's showing the suspect run over. That's right. She got knocked the Mario coins out of her. She went flying. And that's all because the person that she was with, he asked her, can I smell your feet? I'm talking about, no, not trick or treat, smell my feet. He literally was in a room with her or whatever the case may be. I guess he asked her to smell her feet and she didn't like that. So he said, you know what? I'm out of here. He grabbed her sneakers. I don't need your feet. I just want the funk. And he ran with the sneakers. And she tried to chase him to get the sneakers back. He jumped in the car and knocked the Mario coins out of her. Period. Let's keep on going. Here's one person that didn't even want to go to bed. He didn't want to take her down. He wanted the feet.
Shocking confrontation you'll see only on 10.
A man running over a woman he just met, and she says moments earlier he made an unusual request. Local 10's Raj Lowe is live in Aventura with this exclusive look. Raj?
All right, everyone, we have brand new video for you straight from the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, and boy, is this a strange case. It begins with a woman meeting a man online. She then says they go to this Aventura hotel. He asked to smell her feet, she says. The next thing you know, she's running after him because she thinks he stole something. And then she says she's run over. And now, the video.
Take a look at this video. The pixelated image is the victim in this case, say prosecutors, running after a guy driving this car. Now watch. She's run down. You can see objects in her hand just go flying. Concerned witnesses go to help her. We actually interviewed this woman back in September.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes.
She knew something didn't smell quite right when she met this guy, Almansi Searsley, in person. She met him at an Aventura hotel. They first met online.
When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
Then things got downright scary. She says the suspect runs out of the room, she thinks, with her sneakers.
I ran after him, and I met him down in the parking garage.
Yes, she ran after him, and back to the just-released video from the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office. She says she's run over, and you can see the video.
He did a three-point turn and actually hit me with a car, ran me over.
He ran you over?
He ran me over, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing today.
And back in September, she showed us the injuries.
I've met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously.
Allegedly. This is my take on the story. Allegedly. You met this man online. You went to the hotel to hook up with him. Probably got a little more freaky than you wanted to go when he started asking to smell the feet or whatever. Or maybe maybe Arthur Funzarello was there. You know who I'm talking about? His funds were too low. So you like, whatever. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm taking these sneakers. Got up out of there with whatever he can get for whatever he can afford. You go chasing, boom, get knocked the Mario coins out of, story ends. But you don't want to tell people that's how you really met him, because the beginning of the story really tells everything. You meet somebody in the same day you go to a hotel room with them, questionable. How about that part? What's going on with that? Miss Boob Job. Yeah, come on.
And nobody has ever done anything to this caliber.
In the arrest report, cops say after a review of the defendant's background, he's been the subject in other incidents involving the same modus operandi. And now we see it in action.
Because he finds women of the night and he sets them up. And I guess a lot of them don't really want to tell because they don't want to get in no trouble for it. Yeah, so I don't even want to look into this story no more. It don't even make no sense. I just wanted you guys to see how she got the Mario coins knocked up out of her. You go into a hotel room with a guy you just met. Come on, y'all. What's up with that? How many women in the chat going to do that the first day you meet somebody? And how about we do it like that? How many of y'all going to go? I mean, I ain't going to talk about the fellas because the fellas would be like, looking like that uncle. Remember that uncle that be like this with the $40? The fellas don't care. But it's the women. How many of y'all gonna be in some hotel room with some guy you just met the same day if you ain't planning on doing something? Let's call it what it is. Keep on moving over to New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heat. Come on, y'all. We got to get into some situations over in New York where over $1 million worth of that. Casey going to be mad about this one. They got it again, Casey. This time it's for $100 million worth of that. You're coming in the party with the spliffers and see. That's the real place that my boys want to be. But I know they don't want to be there when it comes down to this Brooklyn situation right here. If this was your store that was connected to the apartment upstairs, I know y'all took a big hit this time.
DEA executed the warrant at the Love Story shop in Bushwick. About $1 million worth of cannabis flower, THC.
Woo!
Now in exclusive, officials are calling an illegal pot shop bust the largest in Brooklyn history. Our Jennifer Bisram was the only reporter there today as the New York City Sheriff's Office and federal agents from HSI and DEA executed the warrant at the Love Story shop in Bushwick. About $1 million worth of cannabis flower, THC concentrate, edibles, flavored vapes, and untagged cigarettes were seized. A lot of the packaging was colorful and candy-like, targeting younger customers. Officials say a trapdoor from the apartment above was being used to get product into the store.
All right, how many of the rest of y'all mad too? It ain't just us. Who else mad right now to see something like that? Tell the truth. It's not just one or two people. And look who else. Who else mad right now? I thought it was, yeah, it is, but it ain't legal to sell it like that. Look at Darren. He like, don't. Darren is like, don't. Look at Darren. Yo.
Where it was being sold.
This product is not regulated and they don't have a license to sell it. So
they don't care. Does it burn? Does it get you where you need to be?
So we don't know where they're getting this product from. We don't know what they've mixed it with. We have no idea what the...
Grappa. That's what they mixed it with and put it in a piece of paper and test it to see if it can catch flame.
What it contains. So it's a huge public health issue for the whole community.
2 people were arrested. Over 1,400 cannabis businesses have been shut down since Operation Padlock to protect.
Yo, they had it in the light fixture from the apartment upstairs in the floor. Y'all saw that?
Was launched in 2024.
No. We ain't, no.
Now an exclusive, officials are 2 people were arrested. Over 1,400 cannabis businesses.
Y'all see the light fixture? It's a LED, so all it needs is power. So they just pull it up so it can look like it's actually fastened to the ceiling. And that's how they was getting all the D-rugs down there from the apartment upstairs. Crazy.
Have been shut down since Operation Padlock to protect was launched in 2024.
Craziness right there, y'all. Y'all gotta double tap the screen for that one, because y'all know that was $1 million. That was heavy. That was crazy right there. Look at Barcelona, Russia, like, yo, brilliant, right? Somebody said brilliant, LOL. Jay Cricket was like, yo, that's brilliant. That's crazy. Well, yeah, whoever run that business and had that operation, they took a big hit yesterday. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got more. If you appreciate the content, double tap the screen. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel or become a member. We do this every single day. We got to get on over to Minneapolis, where a city council member got carjacked by a suspected teen, 15 years old. This dude was only 15 years old, out here kills narjacking people. Let's go, y'all.
And new at 5 tonight, 2 teenagers are in jail after a wild carjacking spree in the city of Minneapolis.
Councilmember Jamal Osmond was one of those victims. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni joining us now from the newsroom tonight. And Mike, investigators say the pair threatened Osmond with mace.
And Simone and Kelsey, that's before they stole his car. Investigators say the suspects also carjacked several others yesterday and even tried to drive off with someone's child in the backseat. Police say the suspects, who are just 15 and 16 years old, carjacked Osmond near East Lake Street in Portland Avenue. That's the area you're seeing now. It happened around 8 o'clock last night. Osmond says he was on the phone with his sister when the suspects threatened him and then stole his car. Police later found that car and arrested the teenagers after a pursuit. They also say they found a replica gun. Both Osmond and the chief spoke at this afternoon's news conference.
I'm very lucky to be here with you. What I experienced, it's not something new to residents of Minneapolis. It's unacceptable for families and individuals in our city to experience this kind of crimes.
As you guys can see, Minneapolis came a long way from the Little House on the Prairie days. Womp, 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 womp. Laura Ingalls ain't running down no hills trying to get the Mankato. They're out there jacking people for their car. Let's go on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This one, I gotta let you see. I can't even say a lot of the words. You and me together, both of us are not gonna believe what we're about to see, what you're about to hear. You're gonna be like, what? What did they just say? Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it. But $90,000 to pow civilians in Sarajevo. That's what they've been paying. And this was not recent. This is some history. I can't say the beginning. I gotta let them say this whole thing right here, because I can't even humanly say it. This is something real hard to say, something real hard to even experience. Check this out.
A jaw-dropping claim that rich foreigners paid to shoot humans in Sarajevo in the 1990s, when the city was in the middle of a violent and chaotic military blockade, has sparked an investigation by Italian prosecutors. The stunning allegations come from an Italian writer who alleged he had uncovered evidence that wealthy gun enthusiasts, dubbed sniper tourists, would pay Bosnian Serb forces for the chance to gun down residents at random during the 4-year siege of the city, The Guardian reported. Rich foreigners allegedly paid up.
Check this out. Rich foreigners allegedly paid up to
upwards of $90,000 to shoot people during human safari trips to Sarajevo in the 1990s, with an extra fee to kill children. There were Germans, French, English, people from all Western countries who paid large sums of money to be taken there to shoot civilians, said Ezio Gavazzani, the investigative writer. There were no political or religious motivations. They were rich people who went there for fun and personal satisfaction. We are talking about people who love guns, who perhaps go to shooting ranges or on safari in Africa, he said. Gavazzani claims he first read reports of the alleged tourist-led shootings in Italian media outlets in the 90s, but started digging deeper after watching a 2022 documentary about a former Serb soldier who claimed foreigners would shoot at residents from the hills in Sarajevo. He claims a key source was a former Bosnian intelligence officer His shocking allegations have now led to a newly launched probe being led by prosecutors in Milan. The investigation is seeking to identify any Italians involved in the so-called sniper tourism. Gavazzini said he had already uncovered the identities of some of the Italians allegedly involved in the massacre, and they are expected to be questioned by prosecutors in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up with this right there, but I can't vocalize and verbally say a lot of that story. But I do think that it deserves to be known. It deserves for people to know about it, because that's some real tragedy that's happening right there. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen as we go over to Los Angeles, Studio City. We're doing a follow-up story right now to the 79-year-old Vietnam veteran who speaks out after pow-powing the naked intruder. Y'all remember this, right? The other day, the intruder broke into that man's house, and the next thing you know, he took care of that guy and got him out of there. So I want you guys to see this. A 79-year-old basically took care of this guy that tried to break into his house. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
A 79-year-old Vietnam veteran is being hailed a hero after he fought off a naked intruder who broke into his neighbor's home. George Carcos jumped into action when he heard his neighbors scream, but he was seriously injured when he fought off the attacker.
Now he is on the mend and speaking out for the first time from his hospital bed. Lindsay Pena spoke to the neighborhood hero about the terrifying confrontation. She's live in Mission Hills with details. Lindsay.
Micah, Cher, it has been a long few days for George Carcos. He had to undergo surgery for his injuries, but he's on the mend. He says the last thing he wanted to do was use his gun, but ultimately he had no choice. 79-year-old George Carcos speaking from his hospital bed Monday night.
I'm doing a lot better today than I was 3 days ago.
It's the first time we're hearing from the Vietnam vet since he shot and killed a naked intruder on his property in Studio City early last Friday morning.
So the guy slammed him and broke both of his legs, so he had to defend himself.
This incident, although it was horrible, it brought me a great feeling that I was able to do something to protect other people.
Multiple security cameras captured the still unidentified trespasser parking his car, stripping down, and roaming the neighborhood. It was when he entered George's tenant's home that things turned violent. George telling us he heard the woman screaming and knew he had to do something.
I need protection. I got to get aggressive. So I ran into the house and got my gun.
Despite pleading with the naked man to stop, George says he rushed towards him, slamming him to the ground, breaking both his legs. Injured and pinned, George tells us he was left with no choice but to fire the shots that ultimately killed the intruder.
Oh, that's what that was.
George is now facing a long road to recovery.
Yeah, well, so one day at a time, and I'm doing better.
You're a hero.
I can hardly wait till I can stand up again.
You're a hero again.
His son starting a GoFundMe to help with the mounting expenses.
That's right. It's for Tazar Karkak, and it's support the attack victim medical recovery. So far, he's got $7,030 raised. He's trying to get $100,000. Stephen Lenz donated. Oh no, I'm sorry.
His legs are all pinned up. He's got rods up and down his legs, pins in his ankles, pins in his hip. His wife has Parkinson's, late-stage Parkinson's, so we need a caregiver to come in-house, probably take care of both of them at this point in time.
The family thankful for the outpouring of support they've already received. Just grateful George is still with them.
He's
79 years old, man, and he's a Vietnam vet. He's a strong man, and he still proved, like he said, that he can defend himself and defend his family. That's a good neighbor to have right there, you guys. If you guys have it in your heart, find this GoFundMe and go ahead and send him some money, because he definitely deserved it. He earned it. Keep on moving forward, you guys. I got to get these stories out, especially about this teen Ariel Rilsnapis. He's been sentenced to 35 years behind bars. He's a monster, and that's what the judge is basically calling him. And we definitely want you guys to see this, because, yeah, 17 years old, but now he's going to be doing 35 years in prison. Check this out.
A serial rapist who is only 17 years old will spend the next 35 years in prison. A judge handed down that sentence for Tremonte Kirk during an emotional hearing late this afternoon. Hannah Hilliard is live near 23rd in Wisconsin tonight. Hannah, that's where this case all started.
All right, Derek, in this very busy area in Milwaukee, Tremonte Kirk followed a random woman, Charlotte Nozar, into her apartment's elevator. That is where he assaulted her, raped her, and then stomped on a surgical incision on her leg. Today, she spoke out emotionally in court, refusing to call herself a victim, instead a survivor of this violent crime.
Your Honor, the serial rapist you have sitting in front of you today is an existential threat to the women of Milwaukee. Nothing can give me my life as I knew it and my leg back.
Nozar, outspoken in the past in an effort to try and keep Tremonte Kirk off the streets. And that's because the 17-year-old came to the defense table today with a history of similar conduct dating back to when he was just 12 years old. And today's sentencing actually revealed another woman who was sleeping in her car when Kirk tried to assault her last year. She was able to get away, with the judge not holding back today as he sentenced Kirk to 35 years behind bars, making Kirk 50 before he's released out back into the public.
This is as aggravated and depraved and sadistic and evil as it gets. You engaged in monstrous conduct.
Thank you, Phil Smith.
Conduct that would lead the average person to believe and think that you are an absolute monster, that your parents raised a monster.
And Hannah, Kirk offered an apology today.
He did. He called his own actions, Derek, quote, selfish and evil. But Nozar, during her prepared remarks in court today, says she will not be accepting Kirk's apology nor forgive him.
And you're live tonight in Milwaukee.
Hell no, you're not going to accept his apology or forgive him, because that was after the fact. And we're going to pray that she continues to grow stronger and continues to get better in her life, her physical as well as her mental being. And we're going to pray that that guy right there does something to get himself together too, because at some point he's going to probably be getting out of prison. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to the Cuban rapper Chocolate. That's right. The MC found guilty in Miami. Yes, Chocolate MC. He's been found guilty in Miami of murder in an murder charge in a HIT in a hit plot. He did the same thing that they're trying to blame Little Dirk for. I want you guys to see what's going on with this situation right here, because at one point you start to be all hardcore, and then the next thing you know, you start to cry when things like this happen.
Turning now to some breaking news, the verdict is in the murder for hire trial of Cuban rapper Chocolate MC. A jury has found him guilty of avenging the death of El Tiger by putting out a bounty on the man accused of killing him. Now let's get right over to CBS News Miami's Nikaya Carrero. She's joining us live from the courtroom in Miami. And Nikaya, moments before the verdict, he had pleaded his innocence.
That's right, Elliot. He did take the stand, but it only took a jury.
Check this out. If he ever was a gangster rapper or hardcore rapper, they can definitely use the stand video on him, because boy was he crying. I'm talking about, man, they're going to be using that in memes.
Less than an hour to come back with that guilty verdict.
I hope he ain't
the
a
state
gangster
says
rapper.
34-year-old Yosvanis Sierra Hernandez put a $20,000 hit out on Damien Valdez Galloso for the world to see.
Got the same
and it was
suit.
his social media that played a pivotal point in evidence for the state against his defense team. Now take a look at the moment he took the stand. See.
If Chocolate MC was a gangster rapper, this is the end of your gangster rap. Still with them tears in that napkin right there.
Sierra Hernandez broke down in tears on the stand in his own trial this afternoon when asked about Jose Manuel Carvajal Salvador, also known as El Taire. He says they have been friends since they were teenagers back in Cuba. The state says in the months following El Taire's murder in Miami, Sierra Hernandez made multiple Instagram posts threatening the man police were looking for in connection for the killing. That is Damien Valdez Galloso. Now the state told the jury in the Instagram story Chocolate offered a payment of $20,000 and a year worth worth of commissary to anyone who would kill Valdez Galloso.
So he on the internet talking about, I give you $20,000 in a year worth of commissary if you take care of that pow pow. And he doing it on the internet. Yeah, y'all.
He also posted a song with the story called Pinchalo, which the state claims translates to stab him. But the rapper claiming on the stand he was grieving the loss of his friend.
Maybe at one point I did not express myself the right way or the way I was indicated.
Pero yo no soy capaz de matar a nadie.
But I'm not capable of killing anyone.
Yeah, but you're capable of giving somebody some bread to do it, and when you get caught, now you're crying. So I'm sorry, buddy, and I'm sorry about you lost your friend, but there's other ways to handle situations. Y'all always see how I'm always ready to get physical, do something, whatever like that, but you guys calm me down. Other people calm me down too. Let's get on over to another person that needs to be calmed down a little bit. Ex-NFL star Antonio Brown, who released from jail after doing 41 days for attempted murder. Let's go.
Right now, ex-NFL star Antonio Brown is free from jail. Brown bonding out just hours ago.
Well, the former wide receiver has been charged with attempted murder. He has been in police custody for days. He has been placed on house arrest. And Local 10's Hania Shibi has been following this story. She is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade where she saw Brown walking out. Hannah.
Chris Eric, just before 10 this morning, Antonio Brown walked out of jail and his attorney, Mark Eiglarsh, was right here by the
$25,000 bail.
door waiting for Brown to come out. But before they went home, Brown wanted to make a very quick stop at a food truck that was parked right here at the jail.
And it was dope that he did that because he got them promotion and they looked out for him. So I think that that was cool that he did that.
AB walking out of jail
Thank
and
you so
embracing
much,
his
Dar,
attorney, Mark Eiglarsh,
for the $4.99
waiting for him
super
on the
chat.
other
Appreciate
side,
you.
telling
Darren,
him there
Darren
that
Dawn,
he's not
Darren
interested
Dawn,
in
thank you.
talking to us. But as soon as he turns his face to the right, he notices the conch food truck is open for business.
And he just came out of jail and he's hungry. So definitely, please, thank you.
We saw him come out and we just called him over to the truck to give him a meal.
Brown, without thinking about it twice, made his way straight to the fruity dressed conch for a cup.
God is great. I didn't know he would stop, but I mean, he showed love to us.
Brown's partner is on a plane from Dubai back to South Florida. So his attorney picked him up, ordered an Uber, and made sure he got home.
We're extremely grateful that he's out after over 40 days of incarceration. He's extremely eager to rejoin his family, who he loves dearly.
40 days because attorney Eiglarsh says that's the time Brown was in custody in Dubai. Then law enforcement officers came, picked him up, and extradited him to New Jersey. Days later, he made it back to South Florida to face an attempted second-degree murder charge.
Reasons for going to Dubai are questioned. He's given multiple different reasons for why he went.
I have documents that evidence an ongoing business in Dubai.
His lawyer.
And he went there.
His lawyer was a really good lawyer because during this, I was going to show you guys that first. His lawyer laid into them and he actually brought up a lot of questions that the judge said, so if they were going to give him bail over there, why can't I? And that's why he got bail and that's why he's home. Because they were trying to say that he was trying to flee prosecution by going to Dubai. You guys do me a favor now. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Hit that membership right there. Hit the 3 dots so the like button, so the like buttons appears. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. You're like, yeah, you still going? Yes, I'm still going. Because we got to get on over to Russia. No, I'm not talking about Russiagate. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about everybody out here that's trying to make the AI robots. So yes, Russia's trying to make their own AI robot too. They don't want to be behind the 8 ball when everybody else has already hit it. I don't blame them. Check this out. The sad part about it is, as soon as their robot came out, it face planted. Boom! And fell straight over. Look like a drunk man they're trying to pick up. Check this out, you guys. Let's keep on going. You know, Russia, we get you. You know, you're trying to be on the cusp of everything, but sometimes you might want to wait a little while before, when you get your stuff together, then bring out your stuff. So, you know, I can't play the Rocky music in the back, but I'll sing it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. This motherfucker heavy. Dun, dun, dun. Bring the black curtain up. Dun, dun, dun. Man, turn it over. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. And that's our show, y'all. That's the show for Russia, y'all. Don't y'all think that that was fantastic right there, them to share that with us? Don't y'all think that that was beautiful, beautiful content right there? Oh yeah, so that's basically how that went down. Let me see. The unveiling of Russia's first humanoid robot was embarrassingly cut short after it tripped and fell just moments after stepping onto a stage in Moscow. Talking about they got some advanced technology, please. What? The event organized by New Technology Coalition was meant to showcase the robot named Aldol walking out to the Rocky theme song. He's supposed to be looking like a strong, with the theme song. But can you help me get this damn thing up? This damn thing heavy. Bring that curtain out here. That's what wound up happening. Upon being introduced on stage, Aldol attempted a friendly wave and fell face first just seconds later. There you go. There you go. Whoops a daisy. Now his balance is all off. And here we go. Look, he smacked him in the back, and that's how Aldol fell. Look here, man. Get that little funky-looking fake robot up out of here. Look like they made it off of Temu. Don't nobody want to mess around with your Temu, your little Temu robot. You know we always got to get up out of here when there's some animals. I can't just let it go down like that. So let's see what we got over here. Let's go. We got a situation. I guess this is somewhere in. Where they got Anaconda at you guys? Did y'all see that damn robot? Yeah, the Temu robot from Russia. I don't know what they was thinking. Now, let me ask you guys, what they had them with Brazil. Brazil in certain places in like the Everglades. That's where they have Anaconda, right? But they got this Anaconda attacking this dog right here, and the owner's not going for it. And the other little buddy, the other little dog on the ground, Roof, let my friend go. Yes. You see this clip right here? This is when an anaconda attacked this dog. And what these men did was heroic. As you guys can see, he got him bit because first they bite you and then they wrap you up. But right now, no audio on either one of them. Damn. Right now, you see the dog is in there and they're trying to save the dog from being wrapped up.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we do got audio. Hold on.
It's stuck. It's stuck. Hold on. Let me put my dick in her mouth. No, don't hit her. Careful. Okay, Paul? Oh, damn. Don't let it go, Paolo. Step on it.
So the best way to do this is to make sure that there's no more raveling going on. You got to start it from the end, make sure that that can't wrap anymore, and then try to separate it. That's a big anaconda on that dog right there. And he's got him, he's biting him too. And the other little dogs is mad. The other dogs is mad.
Hold on. It's still stuck.
Okay.
Cell phone. She'll let go. Hold on to both of them. And she was waiting, bro.
Poor thing. That damn dog, that damn snake off that dog neck. As you can see, the other little dog said thank you to the human. I know dog talk, said thank you. Got him.
Try to get it out there. Look.
The last part with the
Try
teeth.
to get it out.
The teeth. They're trying to get the fangs off of him. Because he's not letting go.
The force.
And it also looks like they're not trying to harm the anaconda.
Look at the force. Look at that. Hit my ball. Damn it. Get it out of the ball. Come on, Nicolau, come on.
He shook it off. He's going to get probably a little hurt for whatever like that, but he saved his life and he, got up out of there. Y'all saw that when the dog do that, he all right. He got a little bit of, he got saved that one. That was crazy. That was a big anaconda. And guess what? If they wouldn't have got there in time, That little our little fur buddy would not be here to shake it off. He would have been dinner for that anaconda. You guys appreciate the content that you're getting that we always bring over here. #1 show on YouTube, especially at the 6 o'clock hour. Go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Also, subscribe to the channel. Give me all the money in your pockets because we appreciate you. I'm not going to say that because I know it's hard out here. But yes, we love the likes, love the subscriptions, and love the memberships. And also, if you are trying to make some money, y'all can make up to $650 in the description right now. Hit that link in the description, fill out a survey. You guys will make some money and I'll make some money too. So both of us gonna make some money today. Go ahead and fill out a survey. See if it pertains to you. You might be able to make some money. That's right, you guys. Yeah, what else? You guys got a business? Mobile lawn doctor, you might be a stylist. I don't know what you do. Do you do deliveries? What sort of business do you have? If you got a business and you try to promote it, send it over to us. Send over the promo. The size has to be a 1080 by 1080 size frame so that we can put it up in the YouTube notification area. That's the size that they want. It has to be 1080 by 1080. Where do you send it to? bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. bridgethisllc@gmail.com. We'll put your post notification up in that area so everybody can see your business and hopefully you'll be able to make some money. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know what I'm about to do. That's right. This is the Show Your Talent Search and it's coming up when? Tomorrow. In Staten Island, at the Pergament Shopping Mall, at Time to Wines and Spirits. That's right, myself and my DJ, that's right, my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. She's gonna be there doing her thing with your boy BOOGOTTINYC. You gotta be 21 and older because yeah, Big Drip is 14% alcohol. You guys wanna get that Big Drip, you gotta pull up in Staten Island. You can go to a couple other places, but we're gonna be in Staten Island tomorrow from 1 to 4 p.m. We turning up, we having a party, plus we doing the Show Your Talent Search right there. What we gonna be doing, y'all? Y'all come through. We want to see your talent. If you can sing, maybe you can dance, maybe you know how to cook very well. You might be a painter. I don't know what you could do. Can you do a handstand on one hand? That might be your talent. And that's how we do it over here. It's not just singing and dancing. We want to see your talent in every borough. But tomorrow, we want to see it in Staten Island. Whatever you do, if you're good, bring it on over. Come on over to Time to Wine Spirits. We want to see your talent. And guess what you'll win? Possibly win, boom, $250. That's right, $250 goes to the best talented person at the location tomorrow, and you will be able to walk away with $250. After we get every single person from every single borough, we bring them to one location in Manhattan, where one person that was one of those winners from one of those boroughs can win $1,000 on top of the $250 that they've already won. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be the host along with DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You guys interested in Big Drip Hard Punch? www.drinkbigdrip.com. Raspberry, grape, lemon, that's that punch. 14% alcohol by volume. Make you want to just grab it off the promo right there. There you go, you guys. That's it. That's the Big Drip. And that's what we got shaking for tomorrow. The Show Your Talent Search from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Pergament Shopping Mall at Staten Island. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to be there. Donna's going to be there. And we hope that you're going to be there. Also, whoever can't make it, you might be out of town. We're going to be going live because we control the music now. Let's keep on moving forward. And let's get out of here for Friday. Let's get our prayers up for who? Who we got up in here? We got Batty Lynn, beautiful fly, mentally one. Nina, we want to pray for Casey Ramos. Also Angie. Okay, who else we got up in the building? We got Luigi. We also praying for, Sam Champion. We also got Liberty and Justice that we got to always pray for. And you know we can't forget my sister, our friend, one of our number one co-hosts, We talking about Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Who else we giving it up for Exit Life? We also got Nina DeMello up in Nira DeMello, Mike Holmes, Casey Ramos, Batty Lynn, Mark Dorfman, Miss Wanza, Casey Ramos. That's right, you guys. You know we got to get protected as we get up out of here. And we say what? Amen. With that being said, you guys, y'all have a fantastic Friday. Don't let nobody steer you wrong. And guess what? I want to see you here Monday. Don't be no weekend warrior where you get out there and having some crap go on and next thing you don't make it to Monday. Don't worry about it. Understand something. Tomorrow is what you want to make it to. Don't worry about just tonight and acting all crazy, whatever like that. Yeah, it's Friday. You might be having a just got paid. But all I want you to do is make it home after you have your parties. What I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. Be here for Saturday to show tomorrow because we're going to be here at 6 o'clock the way that we always do every single day. 6 o'clock, our bottom line. Y'all know we ain't going to go nowhere. This is what we do every single day. And I want to hope that you guys have a fantastic, safe day. Stay prayed up. Drink your water. Don't let nobody steer you wrong. As long as you got the man upstairs, can't nobody steer you wrong. And realize problems present opportunities, and all you got to do is keep on pushing, and you will make it through. What's the other way to do it? Give up? We don't do that around here, because as long as we got the man upstairs, we know that we're going to make it. Amen. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, somebody say, wind it up. Get 'em. Peace. Hope you enjoyed the show, y'all.